Listen. Yeah. Yes, God. Get that out of there.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy, Matty Rants. Thank you so much for tuning in to another live review of Drag Race Down Under Season 2. This is Episode 6. It's a Hometown Hunnies episode of advertising proportions where the queens must make up adverts, or I should say infomercials on their hometown, telling sort of who they are through those ads today. We had an interesting challenge. Congratulations to the winner of this week's episode, and a lip sync of physical proportions. Yes. We're also going to get into a little bit of that argument or conversation or disagreement, however you want to put it, between Beverly Hills Hanaconda and Queen Kong. And I do want to make sure that we are going to talk about it in a constructive manner and not just attack anybody. With that being said, I thank you so much for tuning in today. Thank you so much for being here. I did post a schedule for this week, and as you know, your boy is moving. A lot is going on in my background, and it is stressful beyond belief. But to be honest with you, doing these reviews have actually kept me grounded here, because outside of this camera, everything's a little bit stressed. But when I'm on this camera, I'm in Matty Rants Zone 101, okay? So I thank you for tuning in. Thank you for your support. Please make sure you hit that like button. I'm going to get my social medias out the way first here. I'm going to give you a disclaimer, and then I'm going to give you another disclaimer. Because I had somebody reply to a post, and it was a little disrespectful, and it also was very telling. And I had to block somebody on here recently who brought their privilege to the conversation, because apparently I can't speak on behalf of me being Black. But we're going to talk about it today, because what we're not going to do is pull that drama over here. Keep that crap on Reddit. With that being said, it's at Matty Rants everywhere except for Twitter, which is at the Matty Rants. You can find all of this in the link tree down below in the description. If you grab a branch and eat some fruits, a little Mativia, how about your poop? And you can also catch my merch available at dragqueenmerch.com. Shout out to Bible Girl and Company. Catch a Matty Rants, Mativia shirt, Rant Pack shirts. That's also tank tops too in several different colors, as well as the panel and Sundays are best with the panel, as you know. Okay. Also, you know, I do reactions on Patreon. For those of you who are on my Patreon, you will be fed tonight. Because I had filmed the Bobby Light show, which I don't know if I want to continue after this last episode. It was a little too ratch for me. I didn't like the spitting. I didn't like the gaslighting. It was a little too much, and I felt like the show was going in a weird direction. So I'm not sure if I can handle it. Also, what's it called? Drag Race Philippines came out today, and I just saw that episode. I just recorded it, so I will be posting my Drag Race Philippines reaction today. I'm gonna give it to you early. 2. I also understand Drag Race UK just came. They just did their full Meet the Queens for season 4. So with that being said, this is the new schedule. I'm going to tell you this early. I will have this posted later on YouTube so you know what's up. And I'm trying to be clear with y'all so you're not messing up with the schedule. Instead of Drag Race Philippines tomorrow, which I normally would do, I'm moving Drag Race Philippines to Friday, because guess what? I can do Untucked and the episode same time. This episode of Drag Race Philippines was 97 minutes, by the way. 97 minutes. It was a movie. All right? Great episode, but it was a movie. Now, that means tomorrow, Thursday, since that slot is now open here, I still got things to do in the background, and I'm going to try to get them done. We're going to do, and it'll be a little earlier in the day, but it will be the Drag Race UK Season 4, Meet the Queens, First Impressions conversation. We've done this with every season, including Philippines, and so forth and so on. So we're going to do the same thing tomorrow. So that will be tomorrow. And I will be posting those details right after this live is over with. The live will already be set to go. I don't want to hear nothing from, we didn't know about this, Matthew. No, I set this up the night before. So I will already have it set up to go. You will know what time it is, and we will be getting on. And I have yet to watch anyone's Meet the Queen. So I'm going to give you my actual first impressions. I haven't seen none of it yet. I haven't seen it yet. Okay. I got to make the time, Chi Chi, because that's for y'all, right? Also, to get off of this list of whatever, that means Candace Drag Race finale that's going to be Thursday night. I will be doing that review on Saturday. So, again, I will post all that information for Sunday. I will be taking another Monday, Tuesday off coming up next week because I have so much I got to work on, y'all. So, we'll be doing another Wednesday through Saturday. Again, that's how the schedule is going to go for the next so on and so forth. Anywho, done there. Bookable on Cameo. I have a request in my inbox now. I'm going to get to you, baby. Thank you for sending it. And now it's time for the disclaimer because some of y'all are going to need it. Because if you come at me this week, I'm blocking. I'm not even responding. I'm not giving you no time. You will not have any ground with me this week. I know what I'm talking about. Like way more than you do. And I mean that sincerely to any hater watching me right now that don't know shit. Baby, you do not know what the fuck you're talking about. And I certainly know it this week. With that being said, this disclaimer is for you girls. This program's for entertainment purposes only, and content is not intended to malign any religion, race, company, individual, or wigs. All opinions expressed by Matty Rants, that'd be me, baby. And program participants are solely their personal views and do not reflect the opinions of every human being on the planet. No hate should be sent to any of the shows or individuals mentioned on this program, so please don't be a poot. And if you feel uncomfortable after viewing this program, by all means, take your big mouth. Take a big old glop of your spoon, honey. Sop that sucker in the back of your tongue, baby. Don't you gag now. You know you don't have those reflexes. And have yourself a good poop. Okay? I'm going to read something to you for y'all today in reference to my reaction to that conversation that was happening in this episode when it comes to Queen and Hannah having opinion in reference to Beverly, who asked for it, okay? I'm going to read this statement to you. And this is from some person, if I really wanted to do all that, it's from a POC queen, but of European descent that sat here and sent me this bullshit yesterday. I had to block this girl because I'm too grown for that kind of stuff. I swing, sis. I'm too grown for that. All right. But I want y'all to understand here, this is how it's going. Okay. And I want you to know that I also had people coming at me left and right about that wasn't gentle at all. I rewatched this episode several times. Girl, trust me, they could have dragged her, especially from what I know that you don't know. OMFG, everyone is judging Beverly because she is white and beautiful. Now, we could stop right there. This you, sis. We could stop right there. We can stop right there. I will never be jealous of anybody for being white. I'm so sorry that you are confused in your banter, but you are of the lowest sock in the totem pole of crusty cum that is sitting on your lip, you punk. Okay? Now, again, this is just Twitter fingers, so pop off, but they said people are judging Beverly, and this is reality, y'all. And I've noticed this from girls who are defending the situation because they're not actually understanding the nuances between an edited reality TV show and what we actually see. See, the thing is, girl, you just got to this program. I've been here for years, all right? Better yet, I'm in the dressing room with these ladies. I'm going to their houses and spending time with them. I'm the one that gets to do that, not you. And so when I find it funny when people start speaking on behalf of girls, when they haven't even sat in a dressing room at one point in time and helped someone get their drag together, ever, walked anything in that light, or ever gotten engaged for that, which I have receipts online for that matter. You will never and you will not, but I will continue on because this is some press sissy trying to have me, and she will not, but I'll continue. And I want to have this disclaimer beforehand to let you know where I'm going with this. I will present points on both Beverly's on both Beverly's behalf, as well as Hannah and Queen Kong. What you saw online earlier was a reaction on the first day with my first instinct going off of what I see. Now, I've had time to watch this show. I've had time to have conversations with some of these people actually too, since you want to go there, but I guess you talk to them too, right? No, you don't. I'll continue. Everyone's judging Beverly because she's white, beautiful, young, and polished. Polished? You need to stop. Even RuPaul gathered you on that note. Yeah, she's still finding herself. This is true, but it's a part of life. And I think all of us understand that. This is a reaction, dum dum. And everyone is trying to make Queen Kong iconic. Now, why is Queen Kong dragged into this tweet? Can you understand how stupid that sounded? Now, you made white and beautiful a part of your emphasis statement in reference to why people are mad at somebody. You've already lost. You've already lost. You could have said polished and young and kept it at that, but instead, you decided to go into color. And look at who you went to first. You didn't even touch Hannah. You touched Queen. Isn't that interesting? When Queen was the one that actually was holding Hannah back in Untucked. Oh, but we're do you see what points I can make by simply reading your text and understanding the fool that's behind it? Girl, you will never be. And anybody else that ever tries me in this shit will never be. When I referred to Miss Mama as Iggy Azalea the other day and the girl was like, oh, she's trying it with this comment, bitch, I can do that because I know that. And that's why you're blocked. Now, I want you to get your dick suckers up and try somebody else again. I've never been that girl, never will be. And you will never try me on that level. Been there, done that. I run up on girls in public. Trust. So with that being said, and all the love in the world to all of you, she has awful makeup, horrible outfits, and terrible delivery. Now, that is your opinion, and you have a right to be wrong. And that's adorable of you. But you have to understand, there are these babies who are Hanaconda, Queen Kong, and Spanky Jackson who have had time in the industry, in the world of drag. Beverly is new. She will get her way. She will find her way. But if you didn't listen to RuPaul on the main stage say, you're a beautiful young man, you will be fine. In terms of no matter what you do in life, Beverly, if you just believed in your shit, you'd already be there. No one was dragging her like that. Okay? Now, was she having a moment? Yes. Was she feeling sensitive there? Absolutely. And that is to be respected. But girl, you will never cross this line with me. I don't even read your shit comments like that, girl. I get the first sentence and block. I'm a grown-ass man. Fuck you. Okay? All right. So I just wanted to get that out of the way first before we start this up because, bitch, when I do these reviews, I've been there and I've done that. And these hoes respect me and I respect them. And the ones that don't, they know my shit was real. That's why it stung. I needed 2 days. I did. I needed those 2 days real quick. And I'm going to do that again for Monday and Tuesday. Because with these 2 days, I had rest and I was able to listen to where I wanted to go. And I understand I have a whole lot of shit going on today. But bitch, you will never try me on this internet, no matter how the algorithm plays me. All right. Oh, my goodness. That's just not nice, Matty. We can go ahead and move on from that, shall we? Black stockings, white shoes. So, if you would do me a favor and hit that like button, we're going to start the show up right now and we're going to get this ball rolling. And if you want to drop a tip in my jar, because bitch, it's my birthday month. That's right. My birthday's on September 24th. I ain't going to give you the year, but you know it because I tell you my age all the time. I ain't ashamed of it. Ha! Hit up that paypal.me/MattyRants. Catch up $MattyRants, MattyRants. Again, I'm moving too. So anything and everything, regardless of what's going on for my birthday, I'm like, help me with this move. Help me with my birthday. In reality, I'm probably not going to get no shit for my birthday. I'm just focused on my move. I'll celebrate for Christmas. We'll do something like that. But again, I thank you so much for being here. And also, I'm not going to attack anybody today. I'm going to give you my opinion. It's just that. When you learn what an opinion is and how it doesn't have any relevance or strength in your core being, when you feel something on your own, you will win at life forever and ever. But girl, if you allow anybody to press your nail because they don't like someone that you like, child, work on yourself. All right. Shout out to Bleecker. Happy birthday, my baby. Their pronouns are they and them. So I was like, happy birthday to they and them. It's you. I gave them a good laugh this morning because I love them down. But happy birthday to anybody else that has a birthday this month. For my Virgos out there, stand strong. Libras, we coming up. Scorpios, you around the corner. But here we go. Now, I feel better, don't you? I said, who needs to respond to Twitter? Girl, I have an audience on YouTube. Miss bitch, and I'll get paid for this comment. Now, Molly Poppins in the outfit that we've all seen before, and the rest of the queens from this season. Spanky without the breast bib, it was kind of a bop. Had to see the words that Yuri left on the mirror, which was a bunch of vulgarities, but God bless Yuri Guy because we certainly miss them. Spanky knows what's the good gag of our good friend Yuri Guy, as they were honestly one of the best queens there. We could have had Molly Poppins exchange, no shade Poppins. It ain't been bussin'. It ain't been bussin'. I'm sorry, Molly. It ain't been bussin'. Poppin' it is not. As she's writing off the words on the mirror, once again, the standalone comment I keep seeing on the message wall, or mirror, I should say, is Spanky for the win. I have a feeling. Michelle Visage, you look good. This is good. This is a good blue. Now, I do get a little, I can't see the bottom of the outfit. She possibly could be teaching a dance class with Debbie Allen in somebody's studio in New York, but I do like how Michelle's giving today. The hair was right. Reese Nicholson, everyone's favorite redhead, is there as well. Not happy with Molly Poppins' performance, child. He said Newcastle was where? I was like, oh. Anywho, gotta love Reese. I actually have grown to appreciate Reese Nicholson as he is the facial expressions of the season. Before we see RuPaul tell it like it is, Reese is already looking off into the camera like, are we here? Is this reality? Are they for real? Mm-hmm. Dead ass. Thanks. Moving forward and moving on. God bless America. I know who this lady is, but I don't know her name, and I forgot. I was doing my notes prior to this. Y'all help me with this lovely lady's name. I know her, but I don't know her name. I've seen her in things before. What is her name again? I know Samantha Harris is the other guest that showed up on the TV screen and not the flip phone. Thank you, God. What was this baby's name again? She's a hoot. Forgot where I know her from too. If I'm trying to remember if it was a show or if it was a play I've seen her in before, but she's hilarious. And her it was it's Suzanne something. Ugh. Maddie, I hate that I don't have her brain right now. Okay, now that you don't know her, we're not gonna do her like that. Suzanne Paul, spelling for anyone that caught that reference. Suzanne Paul. You might be right there. You might be right. No, you're not. It's Suzanne. Oh, Susanna. Okay, there we go. Why? Who is a whole nother Suzanne? Suzanne? Oh. It's a different picture of her. Oh, this is a whole other picture of her. They update these photos, Susanna. They ain't doing you justice on Google search. It's okay. We're fine, everybody. It was lovely and was one of the guests. I've noticed. Hold on. Let's have this conversation. Bring it back for Susanna Paul. Why not one guest has sat on the panel? Has anyone noticed that? Not one guest has sat on the panel. Let's see here. Okay. Okay, give me a second. So is it connected to it or not? Is the question here. And what is this one? Hold on a second. There we go. Okay. All right, let me know if the audio is better now. Let's see what she's giving. It's better? Okay. Okay, fabulous. Thank you for telling me that. I had to I was like, let me figure out what's going on here. It's Xfinity. So we're on Verizon now. So there we go. All right, let's continue forward. I'll make sure to keep myself in the live chat. Thank you for the assistance. Let's keep this ball rolling here in reference to this. This is for my shading of not knowing who Susanna was. That's what I think that was. That's where we're going to go ahead and give it. But Samantha Harris is also the other guest this week. Samantha was just there to give them some words of advice on selling themselves, and she did it from the comfort of her own home or hotel. Okay. Now, with the following day coming up, Queen Kong makes an announcement to the entire group, apologizing for just their behavior over the past couple of days. It's not really in reference to what happened necessarily with Beverly, because that was still real and she said what she said. But in terms of the energy in the room being changed up, in terms of just the overall feel that she's been having, wanting to make sure that they don't bring everybody else down when they're not feeling good about something, because that's something that Queen is still working on, is not allowing certain things to fully take over the mood, and then it just oozes out into everyone else. That aura change happens. I know myself, I can do that sometimes too. We've seen it live on the panel. Okay. Others too have done it on the panel. I'm not the only one guilty of that, but I can certainly take accountability for it. It happens sometimes with people because you don't know how to react to it. And so what happens is you end up just sort of displacing yourself, and that displacement comes off with an energy that doesn't really connect into something positive. So I appreciated Queen in this moment for being the adult that she is and having this moment as well. Of course, Bev apologizing on behalf of herself too. These things happened quite some time ago, everybody. This is months ago in filming. You know what I mean? Also, we don't know exactly the conversations that are happening off camera, as well as what we're only being shown in a specific edit. You do realize that we're getting like an hour and something show, like what, maybe an hour out of 16 hours of filming in one day. But y'all want to have arguments about something. Okay. Ooh. Now, RuPaul gives something cryptic on the screen, but in reality, it's the next Maxi challenge, which has them doing advertisements. Yes, infomercials, basically giving tourists what's the word I'm looking for here? Tourist attractions. Nope, that's not the word. It's not coming to me. Brain, come again. Turn around some other day. Yeah, like a tourist ad for those who want to visit some place around the world. Like if I was going to go visit Hawaii, matter of fact, let me do this. Let me do y'all for the girls in the States. In California, like I live in Houston now, right? But I see advertisements all the time move to California, and I'm thinking to myself, really? But there's always these advertisements from celebrities that they have go through the entire bit, like tourism board. There we go. And it's like, come to California. We have the best beaches. We also have the best amusement parks. Check out all the great food. And it's like every celebrity that you could think of that would be the influencer to get you to go there pops up. And it's always kind of cheesy, but it's very much, come on, find your way here and visit California or move, et cetera, et cetera. And they do that all the time. So this is what RuPaul wants them to do with this challenge. They need a tourism ad in reference to their hometown so they can find out a little bit about themselves, the judges, not us, but also us, I guess, too, and tell it through their own eyes and not be too serious, which is what everybody was doing in the initial intake of this. It was very serious. I was like, where were we going? Like, RuPaul wants comedy. She wants you to be informative, but also stupid. Like, it's very that. How would you sell Houston? Honey, I don't even want to live here right now. God, the only reason I'm here is I can't afford LA. How would I sell Houston? Come to Houston, the birthplace of Beyonce and Lizzo. Well, no, I'm sorry. Lizzo was actually in Detroit, but she lived here. No, we'll just keep Beyonce. Birthplace of Beyonce. She's successful. So can you. Maybe. Possibly. Come to the city that's just ginormous. Would you like to live on a side of town and call it Houston, even though it's not Houston? Come to Houston. Would you like to live 45 minutes away from the city and still call it H-Town? Come to Houston. Would you like to be on a freeway that never ends? Come to Houston. Would you like to live in a city that's both homophobic and also really progressive? Come to Houston. Would you like to come to a city? Come to Houston. Would you like to find a city that has no really good Airbnbs? Come to Houston. Sorry. Let me shut up. I'm being silly. I'm sorry. No, Houston's a great city. It's just this is more business and family oriented sometimes for me than I think of like a single person who isn't trying to you know, just do a lot. I don't know. I can't consider Houston a very single friendly city. It's more so for people who like maybe want to settle down or find something like that. So yeah, if you want to gain weight, come to Houston because there is a restaurant on every corner, every block. There you will not miss food. Tell you that. But anyhow, thank you for that question. But yes, I mean, they're gentrifying everything right now, Jeffrey, and the urban planning out here is not, no. It's better than other places I've been to, but they're like gentrifying my neighborhood that I'm in right now. It's one of the reasons why we're moving is because they're updating the apartments to a luxury brand and they're raising the rent $400 to $500. Like, oh yeah, girl, like I mean, most places are doing that right now, but you know how that goes. Anywho, RuPaul has given them a maxi challenge. She wants them to deliver. And of course, some did. Now, and I looked up all these places, by the way. Yes, I did. I did research. Haha. Oh, so Molly, that is I did not write that down for Molly. No, I didn't. Did I? Molly's representing Chelsea, right? I know I'm right. I have to be. Because I wrote something down before and then I took it back and I was like, and then my brain's doing that. Not, girl, did you say mullet pop? Stop it. Burn that comment. I can't. No. I'm right? I'm right. Yeah, I have to be right. Yeah, Molly represented Chelsea. Beverly represented the Gold Coast, okay, which is supposed to be like the LA of Australia, I guess. Yeah. South Chelsea? I feel like I'm doing I feel like I updated this note on another app. I hope I got this correct. I'm sorry. Oh, that's killing me because I know I changed it. My brain's going nuts. Oh, okay. I'm gonna keep it there. Hannah represented Perth. Newcastle, thank you. Oh, thank you. I knew it. Joshua, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I changed it and it didn't update in my notes, and that was just driving me. I was like, I know that's not right. That is killing me. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Ooh, that just made me go crazy. I'm sorry, y'all. And look at this. I had the note right. Bam. Newcastle. For shame, Matthew, for shame. All right, one more time. Molly represented Newcastle, which is also Reese's hometown too. So there is a little bit of pressure for Molly Poppins. While Beverly Kills is representing the Gold Coast of Australia, which is very much entertainment industry, party city, that kind of bit. Okay. Had to look up a lot of this stuff and I was like, oh, okay. Now I kind of get where she's coming from. And then full on Newcastle. Thank you. Thank you. Oh my God. That drove me. Damn you, Apple Notes. Update. I hate don't y'all hate when that happens when you like use your notes on say your computer or whatever and it's supposed to update on your phone and it does not? Currently Matt. Hannah represents Perth. Spanky is Palmerston, and Queen was South Auckland. See, I had those right. Now, of course, Bev has an idea of what she wants to do. Molly's, thinking, of course, as well. Hannah has it all there too, all that kind of stuff. And then Spanky with Palmerston is a little bit interesting. Let me make sure I narrate this correctly. Nikki, did I freeze or something? My bad. Sorry, y'all. Let me back up here. Let me keep my flow going. I'm gonna not pay attention to the comment section for just a second so I can focus here because that's gonna throw me off. All right, so basically, Hannah's got an idea of comedy that she wants to do for Spanky. It's gonna be a little difficult, only because their time in Palmerston was a little jacked up, if not fully effed up. Basically, lots of homophobia that they faced, not good times in that city. And they wanted to represent, I think Melbourne was the other option here. But, for Spanky, I think everyone was taking this a little seriously in the beginning. Maybe Hannah was already on that path for comedy, but Rue really emphasized, I want to know who you are, but make it entertaining, right? So same thing with Queen wanting to represent South Auckland, where they're from, and be respectful. Now, Samantha Harris comes in as this model on the TV this time. Thank God it wasn't the phone. I'm just going to be honest with you. That phone shit was weird. Do I have something? Yeah, here we go. Hello. Hi, yes. Oh my goodness. It's so nice to meet everyone. Get in the shot, bitch. We are not at a restaurant and this is not a group photo. So I was happy that we had Samantha Harris on the TV this time, even though you're not going to fool me by telling me that that lady did not have a pre-recorded message while they were doing all that. If she was speaking back and forth, somebody correct me. I'm not asking the audience. I'm asking somebody on the show too. Thank you. So Samantha Harris came in, gave some really good advice. She's gorgeous. Okay. And of course, the queens were very excited to see her. This face is brought to you by RuPaul knowing all about branding. Branding she does, branding she is. Listen, I'd be a liar if I said I don't have RuPaul in my top 10 list of music that I listened to in 2021. And I certainly did. She made my top 10 because all that runway music, Miss Mama, all the good runway music, the good ones, not the bad songs. Yeah. This season's runway music is not a part of that list. As a matter of fact, let me show y'all. Let me pull it up because I found this list because I was like, wait, I want to see what my 2022 stuff was. And I found it the other day. I was like, ow. Wait, did I take a picture? I had to. I was in my bag. Okay. Kaboom. Kaboom. So far for 2022, Break My Soul is number 1, but How I Want to Hold You, Catwalk, Just What They Want. And as you can see, my Renaissance songs are coming into play. But I listen to Rue now. And look, last 2021, I'm a winner, baby. See, in 2020, though, it was all about Find Your Way Back and Replay by Lady Gaga. And Licorice was still that girl. Yep. And then Baby Girl by Chloe and Haley. Yep. And Like That by Doja. So as you can see, listen, RuPaul, you got some bops in your wheelhouse here. Now, they're few and far in between, but you have bops in your wheelhouse. Because I don't like every song. That Smile song throws me off, child. Throw me a little off. Okay. But RuPaul's telling them, I know what the hell I'm doing. So if y'all have any questions and I'm telling you something, take that bone. she gave everybody the right critique this week, I feel. And I think RuPaul was just being honest about it. Spanky was going to go a whole nother route. A whole nother route. RuPaul said, don't do that. You're a slut. Work that out. Work it out. Do it big. And I love Ru when she gets into these moments here and she gets really with the kids. Now, when she talks to Beverly, I'm skipping through a couple of the people. Okay. When she gets to Bev, RuPaul is still trying to understand who exactly Beverly is. The influencer brand that she sort of has brought to the stage hasn't really been servicing her well. So why don't we try something a little bit different? Or who is that person? And I don't think Bev caught it initially as she was saying back to Ru, like, I think I have. But thinking is not knowing. And that's the truth. So for Bev, and this is somebody who was 21, young baby, all that kind of stuff. You know, we have girls like Crystal Versace, others who also were young, but have a little bit more of an idea of what they want to be. And it goes from there. Now, Miss Click Katie, I'm glad you said this. This edit of this made me feel really awkward. I need y'all to know this episode in particular, if you pay attention, was heavily edited. A lot of girls are arguing over nothing with no background of it, just from what they have, okay? I need y'all to catch that. There was a lot of edit here to make it seem and feel like something else was in play. And I need you to register that information, what I am saying to you, okay? Because believe me, I've had a talk about this episode in particular. I ain't gonna say with who, but I had to talk about it. And there are things you didn't see that would have explained a lot more stuff. And I get that they're doing TV, so I'm not really if only you knew where you are so wrong in this. But I'll get there in a second. You're absolutely wrong in that. And I'm going to tell you why. But I will also address that as well. Because again, you don't know what happened. I got it. And that's why I was like, oh, now I see why that went down. But I'm not going to give nothing away because that's how the TV show is going to go here. But I'm going to explain the best way I can. This setup was so real because it made Beverly already in a situation to where she just had a conversation with Queen and all the other girls the other day about being young and all this kind of stuff and talking a bunch of shit, but not really backing it up. Into where RuPaul is asking who you are and what you're going to give, right? So let's move past this moment and get into the next part of it. And I will, and I get why people, and it was. And it was. And it felt, you could tell because it was like she was in the middle of saying something and all of a sudden, zoop. And it was like, hold on, there was a time skip. Like I watched that back. I said, girl, they weren't even in the same position when that had happened. Like she had been adjusted her body. Either way, RuPaul has told them all basically fix this shit because what you all were about to do was get a little too serious. And it's not going to be the one. It's not going to be the one, right? Okay. And again, I am not going to drag Beverly down this hill. She already did. She's doing the work herself. Okay. I'm gonna do like Garcelle said. I don't have to drag you. You're already doing enough damage yourself. I don't have to do nothing. This is very Erica Jane energy. Okay. Beverly is having an open discussion with how many people in this room? What is this? What four of the people? Molly Poppins, Queen Kong, Spanky Jackson, Hannah Donda. Those are the only people that are there, right? Okay. I don't know what RuPaul's asking me or wanting me to do. I don't know what's going on. Paraphrasing this, okay? But she's being openly honest in this. Now, I made a whole reaction to this because, yes, she was asking for opinions here. She's not just talking to the room. I don't know what to do. No, you're asking. You're asking for this. And also, let me explain something to y'all. Not everyone was coddled growing up. And just because things were a little bit nicer for you doesn't mean that they're intentionally harmful or mean. And I'm going to be very honest with you. I didn't find any malice or ill intentions out of this. I can confirm that there wasn't any from any of them, but maybe the delivery was a bit tough. And sometimes people need that tough love because they don't get that shit. because they just keep doing this stuff over and over again. And so somebody has to yell at their ass or they get their ass popped. A hard head maketh a soft ass. Just saying. So I'll continue. Now, the way this went, you need to stop. And I'm sitting here like, oh, there is no way that's how that started. Listen to what she said. You need to stop. It's not, girl, you're shit. Girl, you're trash. Girl, fuck you. Y'all are making up a whole bunch of stuff with all this rhetoric that you want to use because you like somebody. Get the fuck out of here with this idol worship. Let me tell you how this really went down. I need you to stop because what you're doing is building a perception around assumptions, is what both Hannah Donda and Queen Kong were saying. How do y'all miss that? I'm not talking to the girls that caught it. I'm talking to the ones that missed it. Delivery was a little bit, okay, girl, I'm tired. And this is why we're saying that to you. And yeah, that can come off a little bit mean if you need bitches to pet your hand and hold you and hug you and all that kind of stuff. But in reality, what they said was the absolute motherfucking truth. I also want you to recognize that a lot of what you see from Beverly in-house with them is not the energy she carries into her confessionals. I have seen everybody else give these same bops from their confessionals into the workroom, except for Molly Poppins and Beverly Kills. And I'm putting that on God. Them girls talk a whole lot in the office, in the diary room. They talk a whole lot. In front, it's a little different. Why? Whoa, whoa. All of a sudden that. But in the confessional, y'all strong. Okay. Now, once again, Hannah was a little bit okay about it. And I know she feels bad about it. I know she feels bad because it's like, ooh, you know what I mean? Like I may have not needed to go in, but let's be very clear. This is not day 2 of this happening and they're just dragging her. This is several weeks of this or however long they've been filming. It has been a consistent level of this shit. And so what they're doing is having that dressing room conversation. This is very that. Girl, we work together. I'm tired. Like, listen to what we're saying here. Even how Queen was talking to her. What was so aggressive about that, y'all? I really thought that was the cute how y'all tried to paint Queen aggressive. Quick for that one. And Hannah Donna in this month, very quick for that one. What about this was so mean? It doesn't feel like you're being authentic to yourself and we want the best for you. I'm confused with we want the best for you. To then which it pans to Beverly's confessional. They're just attacking me and letting me have it and doing all that. What? That's why y'all have missed me with your point, why I can't agree with you, why I don't feel this is a back and forth discussion of I need to go over this with you. So no. I didn't miss anything. What I saw is Beverly looking like she took the information at first. Then when we got to the confessional, it was they're dragging me, attacking me. This doesn't feel like it's coming from love. What about that didn't seem like it came from love? You need to stop overthinking everything. You need to stop assuming we're all attacking you. You need to stop just making stuff up and then going in. It's come on now. So you asked the question. You know what I'm saying? You asked, hey, what does RuPaul want from me? And all they did was go, stop doing the most about whatever you think is happening and just get back in here again. Because we like you. And then mind you, okay, we like you. We want you. We know who you are. Even Queen said, I know her outside the show. So for me, y'all have missed the point, and I find you silly and stupid, to be honest with you. I'm not going to keep it light with that one. I found it very peculiar how certain people's attentions were addressing Hannah Donda like she was aggressive. Now we gonna get to Untucked and have that moment too. But in this moment right here that I reacted and posted my response to, And also, Bo, I wanna go in on this one too. Isn't it that would be the case, especially with knowing how it is when the camera's on and off when they're doing stuff. We wouldn't know. We wouldn't know unless we were there. But I also know that this is the same person who had comments about somebody's drag before. And then when somebody said something about it because they're an older queen, they made it seem like she was an asshole and turn it into a whole, you're my elder, you should be nicer to me. Same person. But Matt, yeah, and Minnie was wrong for how she came off at her like that. But at the same time, Bev asked for it half the time. You can't be playful with people, and then when people come back at you like that, go, "Oh my God, I was just kidding, girl. You said some shit that probably hurt." Know your room, know the people. Daniela, hey baby, exactly, Maddie, exactly. Aggressive how she's looking for a motherly figure, and no one is obligated to do that, especially Queen who's rightfully fed up with their BS. My favorite part about this is that there is definitely more to this story. Oh, I'm trying so hard. I don't like spilling tea. That's none of y'all's business, but I was appreciative of what I got from it to know. Okay, so this didn't just come out of left field. No, it didn't. It did not come out of left field. But the way they were reacting in the confessionals made it seem like, oh, this has never been like, come on now. Like, come on now. They literally gave her an entire run. And the girls ate it up. And I think it's cute. You like the catty, bitchy queens. That's fine. I like some of them too. I'm here for it. Not when it's honestly feeling forced because whenever a girl comes back at her, all of a sudden she can't be touched. So again, Beverly in this moment, I was upset for her because I'm like, you're not getting it for me. Now, Spanky having this conversation, I do agree, came from a different level and a different perspective. If you don't think that Spanky is tired of the antics either, you're crazy. This is TV. Like, it's not like she's sitting in a group with Hannah and Queen and going, you guys. No, Mama was cackling just like everybody else was last week too. But just know that Spanky may come at it differently. And I can see why y'all enjoy that, the coddling. That's fine. Like I said, the last thing, the only difference here is that Spanky hugged her and assured her physically. Maybe Beverly needs more of that kind of conversation. Not someone talking to her directly, but someone sitting her down, grabbing and doing this. Okay? And what she's saying is not necessarily fuck all them other girls. It's more so, Bev, you're in your head. Why do you care what other people think of you? Do your thing, but stop being somebody else. We can love queens, drag queens, artists. We can do all of that. But I'm asking y'all, especially for the girls that like to come and attack me on some race shit or whatever, or some bullshit like protect my queen, like to honestly examine the conversation and to not go off of your reaction and feeling because you like this person and somebody's coming after them. I felt I was wrong for how I addressed Candy Muse on her season over the Tamisha Iman situation. I didn't even know how that really went down. Do you know after sitting with Candy, this is why I do this now with these arguments? I'm not about to just jump on one side and go, ba-da-da-da-da. No, I'm going to analyze it and I'm going to look through it and I'm going to see what side makes the most sense to me that I could take on that. Not the drunken queen side, not the queen side of just being petty and being a bitch. I'm going to take the side that makes the most sense based off of an actual person's feelings, empathy, and understanding of a situation here. Bev's a young cat. Duh. Bev's gonna learn. Absolutely. Bev just got to her life for sure. But like, let's not take away from what we know really went down in the situation and call it attacking when that wasn't the case. Those are key words used to take someone down and to destroy someone's character. Fuck that and fuck all of the individuals that put it there. Ain't no one attack her. Ain't no one did that. This is sisterhood. They're on the same season. This ain't no Candace Drag Race season 2 shit, honey. Okay, shit. But I'm just saying, like, I got my receipts. Like, you know what I mean? Like, what are y'all talking about? So let's move past this point because I'm glad that Beverly got some reassurance from Spanky here. Again, that's a young baby. She will figure it out. It'll happen. It'll happen for her. I see it all the time through the entire season. It has been very much, who is this girl? I did like her meet the queens though. I was here for it, but as the episodes progressed, I still like Beverly Kills. I just don't like some of the things she's done on the show. I don't agree with everything. You know what I mean? I don't agree with everything. That's all. I actually relate to Bev in this, and I'm just slightly older than her. I'm not saying she reacted appropriately at she's young and still seeks validation. She struggles to read the room. Correct. And you know what? That's fine. And that person can take that. I just don't like it when in those moments words are reactionary and they are damaging from the individual who feels attacked when they are not because they may not be able to hear everything. And what I saw in that moment of that person spreading that moment of feeling hated on when that wasn't the case, now being consumed by an audience that already didn't like said individuals who needed that extra ammunition to then attack said individuals and those who also agree with them. Do you see what I'm saying? And that happened to me on TikTok. It happened to me on Twitter. Girls were like, "How dare you come for Beverly? How dare? Who the fuck are you? You're just liking Queen because she's a person of color." Yep. All that kind of crap. That Hannah was attacking her. Was she? Okay. Inflammatory statements are adorable, but they have no class, no sort of weight when the argument can be re-fucking played on television and we can break down the lines. Wouldn't hold up in court, babies. Now, on over here to Susanna and Michelle Visage. Michelle, I hate this dress. I love your hair. I hate this dress so much. I hate it. Either way, they were directing the commercials. I could tell you from just still shots from here that Queen was going to be in the bottom, and you know I love you, Queen, but oh my, Spanky was going to be in the top. This man is so fine. Hannah was going to be in the top. I just felt once they started rolling out the work and where everyone was trying to go, you could kind of tell what was happening here. Now, I wanted to assume this stain is for the skit, but I have a feeling it was there before the skit even started. I'm kidding. I'm sure. I'm sure. Beverly. I was nervous for Bev. She was like a crocodile hunter, but she was a lesbian looking for sugar daddies. What? uh, you can defend that. Was that the most amazing commercial you ever saw? No, it wasn't. Shut up. Continue. Now, this moment here was also very interesting for your boy Matty because I can understand and I could empathize, but I also had questions. Okay. Now, Beverly is having an open conversation about expectations and where they come from in their family and in their father in reference to being successful and how they wanted to quit college and pursue drag, all of that. All relatable moments here in reference to what she goes through, excuse me, they go through when it comes to their struggles, okay? Dealing with a family that has expectations to be successful in the way that they treat you afterwards in there. It seems like they still have a good relationship right now. But that is her journey. That is what she's going through. Okay. All right. Now, I can relate to the successful side of this. I grew up in a household of 10 siblings and my dad and it's majority boys and we're all like damn near 18 months apart or some of us a bit older than that. So it was very, well, your brother did this, well, this happened like that, da, 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 all of it. I can relate to that. I can relate to that. Now, was that the only thing we got? Sure. We didn't hear the rest of the story. So maybe there's more to it. But if that's what her struggle was, there's a relatability on that one. Now, is it going to be the same as everyone else's? Mm-mm. Mm-mm. There is a bit of privilege in there. But again, this is her journey. That's her story. So her daddy stuff, that's what she's going through. Hopefully they can get through that in a bigger level, all that kind of stuff. But there it was, right? There it was. Thank you for answering that question, Feral Kitty, because I got to keep moving. This is followed by Queen having a conversation about somebody in their life, their family that passed away. And they didn't get a chance to know them better, their sister who was transitioning and did this without the family. You know what I'm saying? And could have been there as a support system. Do you see that there's not a difference in struggles, but there's a sense of divide in terms of what weighs an individual down in their life and what's going on. There's been a little bit more time lived by Queen. There is a complete difference. Habitat, zone, ethnicity, all of the above can be put in there compared to what Beverly may have gone through. And I'm not comparing, but it was an interesting way to see an edit to show what Beverly, as young as 21, is going through in their own mind to what, say, Queen is facing in their journey, in the people they've lost, the people that have done things for them, that full scale of what everyone's story is about. We all have a journey. Okay. We all have a journey. And you know, the deeper down the rabbit hole you go, bitch. Okay. So I send my love to both of them. Bev, with what's going on with Pop and the family and them acting like whatever for your drag, go out there. That's why you was doing all them stunts, bitch. Go off. And for Queen, that I couldn't imagine something like that, but I kind of can, since I had two uncles that passed away that were in the community that my family doesn't want to talk about because of their own internalized homophobia. And how that was displaced onto me growing up because they could see the gay coming, and they wanted me to be very scared of my life and to convert immediately, because that's how we lost them. They don't even want to talk about it, because I like literally had to pull it up my mother one time, and she just was like, I don't, you know, we don't talk about it. And it's like, really? So I send my heart out and my love to anybody who's facing something right now, who may be going through some sort of struggle or some sort of trouble in your life. You can make it through. I'm going to push through it. We'll do it together. Okay. I do want to give a shout out here. I'm seeing something. Hoping to connect. Just want to develop what's I have got to reach out to these people. They've been hitting me up with this company. I'm just trying to do a double check to make sure they're not like some phishing company. I see the email. I'm sorry if you're watching this video and you're like, Matty, we've been trying to connect with you. Listen, I've been burned in the past. I'm just trying not to get scammed again. I'm sorry. But I will. I'm coming. Shout out to you. I'll respond to that email. But I do want to send some love. Thank you, Katie. I see you dropped me a tip on PayPal. Happy birthday month, Angel. Thank you for your lives and all the content you provide us. You generally bring so much joy and light with your energy and personality. Thank you so very much for this love here. I appreciate that. Listen, we have over 160 something people in this room. Please do me a favor and hit that like button, share, and subscribe. Become part of this Rant Pack family. And drop a tip in my jar if you feel like it. It is my birthday month and I am moving. Thank you, Miss Click Katie. Thank you. I appreciate it so much. Thank you. But for real, I can understand, but you have to understand. You got to hear me with this one. I'm a good Libra, but sometimes my scales are gonna tip. You know what I mean? But yeah, it's something I'm faced now. Even with me, like talking with my dad recently, like I know there's a divide. It's never gonna change, and I've grown to accept that. But because I am who I am, I also have to create a border, a fence, a boundary, and a line between us so I can be still happy with myself. Because imagine growing up, and I know a lot of people in the community can maybe relate to this, but growing up with a parent who consistently try to convert you, talk down about your sexuality, use terms that were, you know, say homophobic or transphobic, and like not be self-aware around you because they don't want to change, because their way of thinking is, I've lived this long and it hasn't done me, you know, it hasn't steered me wrong in the first place. So like, it's very weird for me to be in those moments with my pop. I love him down, but he knows it. Like, I'm not comfortable all the time with him. I got to leave after an hour. I'm like, I got to go, because you're going to say something that's going to fuck me up. And I'm going to have to say something and we're going to argue. And let's just not do all of that. You don't want to change. I'm good with me. That's what you just got to do. You know, like, yep, I'm gay. I love men. Penis is amazing. My butt She's a door. It's locked sometimes, but I do open it for others. It's gonna be okay. You'll be fine. How many kids you got? Like, we'll be good. I had to tell him, but Matt, I need you to have children. No, you don't. 8 boys. You are fine, Vince. You're fine. Like, you don't need me to have children to continue. Like, my father is low-key Nick Cannon. If I really just want to talk about it, like real talk. I know my daddy like, stop it, Matt. But no, come on. You don't need me to produce. I don't want to reproduce. I'm just saying. I don't want to do it. Have you seen me? Oh, we don't need another child. Oh, no, this can just be its own legacy here. If I had a child, hell no. Let me tell you something right now. First of all, if she was a girl, it's over for the ladies. It's over. And if it's a boy, it's over. Spoiled rotten. I'd never be able to live. Never be able to live. But again, everyone's got their journey. Everyone's got their story. Well, no, he ain't like Nick Cannon. My papa just you know how certain people from a different time come from, especially in Christianity. You sow your seed. I forget how the saying goes with, planting your seed and letting it grow. So a lot of people in very Southern Baptist or religious communities, I'm Seventh-day Adventist, that's their thing. It's like the more children you have, then you spread your legacy, the name lives on, all that kind of stuff. So for me personally, it was great having siblings, but child, I was tired of sharing shit. I was tired of having to always get the other kind of stuff. It did make me appreciative of things, and that's kind of why I still have stuff now from like 17 and 20 years ago, including clothing items and stuff like that. So very much of that. Just the Jim, he don't want you, girl. Calm down. Ciao. Anywho, it is always good when everyone is opening up and having a moment and talking about who they are. We, as the audience, can find out based on the edit. And again, I appreciate the vulnerability from anybody, honestly. RuPaul looks... I like this dress. I think this is the time I'm going to have to say no to the wig. It's a little small for me. I wish it was a big girl. Watch out for the big girl. I want it to be a little bit bigger. I wanted to be a little stronger than yesterday. Shout out to Brittany. But I do like the dress a lot. The dress is giving me presenter at the Emmys. Shout out to RuPaul for winning for this consecutively for outstanding reality TV show host. But yeah. I wanted a little different wig. It's kind of small. I miss a little bit of the big bumping. Yeah. You. Okay. I'm a little upset. What was this category again? I think I was so focused on the wig, I forgot. Was this for home? It felt like it was hometown something. Please help me with this category. I think I was really stuck on this hair. I kept looking like, what is this? And why is it so small? It's like, okay. Swimsuit. Thank you. Swimsuit. Okay. I'm sorry. I have to keep looking. Do you see what I'm saying? Hold on. Let's do one more real quick. Like, it's all tucked back here. And then this has so much volume coming up top. I think that's what's getting me. Like, this wants to be something different than this does. That's what's throwing me off. That's what it is. Okay. Huh. Anywho, the dress is lovely though. I thought the makeup is subtle this week. I do like it. Fabulous. I just wish it was a bigger wig. All right. First up is Queen Kong. Now, I asked Queen Kong. Well, I more so told Queen Kong. I was like, so are you a Libra or what? Because, bitch, you giving my zodiac sign up top. I have not got my answer. Maybe she told me and I just didn't hear it when I was listening to our voice messages. But I was like, girl, is this Libra? Are you a Libra? Are you a Libra? Because I also was like, this is Doja Cat Loki in that one video. Is what I got from this. Now, I liked the outfit concept wise. The wig is everything, but I'm gonna have to be real. I love you, sister. You know, I love you down, queen. But there were a couple of things that were, it looked a little unfinished, or the hem was kind of cray in certain aspects of it, especially in the white department. Um, but I did like what you were going for, but I'm in for the mug, I'm in for the hair. That can't be touched. The outfit itself, kind of rough around the edges a little bit, not my favorite thing in the universe. I am going to have to chop the outfit. Chop. I am going to have to. I'm going to have to chop it. I can see someone now. Oh, Matt is but no, 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 no. That's my girl, but I'm gonna chop this outfit. I live for her face, and the wig is right, but the outfit did not give me what I want, what I really, really want at all. However, she's a beautiful bitch, and she served this look that I did not like. But the makeup is right, and the hair is done. Mm-hmm. Next up, okay. She's a Leo? How? Well, that would make a lot of sense now. But also, she wore my Libra hair. It was for me, y'all. Just saying, because Queen loves me. So it was for me, Super Amy. It was for me. That was for me. Right now, I'm wearing this hair because of Matty Rants. No, I'm just playing. I'm just playing. I'm playing. Spanky Jackson. I don't give a fuck what the judges say sometimes when it comes to Spanky. I don't care. This is honestly a bop. And for multiple reasons. It's Baywatch, for fuck's sake. Like, come on. Come on. This is Baywatch down. It's Baywatch down. It's Baywatch down. Period. I don't care. I liked it. I liked it. I don't care. I liked it a lot. Like, listen. And honestly, I didn't even know the breast bib was on Spanky's body. It looks so seamless with this look. This may be one of my favorite looks from her. Yeah. Now, I will say this. It would have been fun if she had a displaced ass. If there was a little rotund rump back there, if she possibly went to the market and got a brisket, a ham, you know what I mean? Snuck it up in there, but I lived. I lived. I lived. I lived. I was like, go on, Spanx. I think it's also because she seems so much like she's having so much fun. And it doesn't seem forced. I think that's another reason why she sells so much of her looks too. Everything just feels like, yeah, that's Spanx. All right, Molly Poppins is next as a meter maid in the Gold Coast. I didn't realize that in the Gold Coast that would be the meter maid attire. They give a little sexy at work. I'm like, oh, bitch, are we trying to get tips? Oh. Chanel Louise, hello. Let me do something here. Meter maid Gold Coast pics. Oh, wow. So yeah, it's totally a thing. That's so cool. For why though? Anybody in Australia who would love to elaborate on this, please get in my comment section. I like to be educated more in this topic because I did think it was cute. And both her and Bev wore similar outfits. Who did you think was the better one? I think Bev had a better concept as far as a reveal was concerned, but I think Molly's felt a little bit more polished. But let me take a look now. I thought Molly's was skill. It's skill. Skill. It's skill. Molly's adorbs, to be real. Molly is very adorbs. But it's cute. I had no issues with it. I thought it was very on the money. Yeah, it was okay. It was cool. This was cool. Yeah. I liked it. Hanaconda. Girl, do you know Hanaconda pulls out like severe fashion references? And shout out to Hannadonda's Instagram, because that's where I very much confirm. Like, oh, she went for the fashion. Oh, it's raining? It was just sunny. It's rain. No wonder the Wi-Fi was acting up, Nissy. Now we know why the Wi-Fi was acting up. It's rain. Oh, bitch. It's a raining. Uh-oh, let me hurry this up before the power go out. Okay, hold on, y'all. Matt, hurry. I liked it, especially once I saw the reference from where it came from. It's also nobody else thought to do it when it came to swimsuit. It's original in the idea department for that. The floaties for the skirt and the tubing here, I liked it. I thought it was great. So I gave it a 2. I was here for the look. I love the Barbarella aspect of it. Beverly Kills is next. Wig deserves praise. That wig is very well fed. I was here for this wig. You know what? I don't see no one pieces here as far as these meter maids are concerned. So low key, high key, technically, Bev did the category correctly versus that one piece mama. But well, technically, her meter maid is more on the money, except for the whole split ash of it all and the fact that her cheeks look like they've been cut by razor blades. But I thought it was a cool look. The thing is that I actually didn't mind the looks because for me, I didn't know what the Gold Coast meter maids were giving until I just looked them up recently, right? But at the same time, it's very referential to where they're from. So I give it a toot. It is. And I think that love and more comes from like knowing where that stems from and that reference point here. So I don't want to be disrespectful to the fact of that. It is a swimsuit category. So how am I going to read? It will, unless it looked unfinished, which somebody's kind of did. And there you go. There's a 70s picture with the one piece. That's a lot of work. I just typed it in. I'm just kidding, Bar Stux. But I'm like, do you want to see what the meter maids look like in the States? Because, child, I'm just collared shirts and blue shorts and high socks, will you? Driving around in undescript white Yaris's. You get a ticket. You get a ticket, boot and toe. Okay. I can't imagine one of them booting somebody in a bathing suit. Where's my car? Listen, we asked you to come outside. I'm sorry. Let me continue on. Anywho, let's get to the commercials. Queen Kongs. So Queen kind of dived into a little bit of the cerebral context of what their commercial should have been about, where it was more in terms of their inner conflict and the things that they've been facing. In the dark place and finding comedy in it. The problem was there was no comedy in it at all. Oh, that's all they do? Oh, honey, go to America. They don't top off nothing, child. They want to see that car gone. Oh, that car is gone. They're like, oh, you left it here. Oh, 5 minutes. Get him, Ricky. No. I felt bad for Queen because I knew what she wanted to do and I knew it could have been better, but the jokes were not in there and it was a little dry for my sister. And these wigs were killing me on these grown men. It was not my favorite. Now, Spanky Jackson. I'm kind of shocked you didn't win this episode. Ooh. No, I thought Hannah Donna's was amazing. Hannah's was great. I'm going to get to it in a second, especially for the fact that hers seemed very well fleshed out. Storyline, progressive, all of it, right? Spanky's was fun. This one felt like if I watched this on TV, I would take it as like a comedy ad and it would be like very late night. It was fun. It was funny when she was riding on the sheep. Oh, we're on our way out to Paw Me and all that. It was just a fun time. I love this. This was stupid, silly, full on foolish. It's very Spanky's brand. I thought Spanky was a contender to win this week, but I thought if she won with 4 wins, ciao. It was not going well. Key to me. No. Okay, Molly Poppins for Newcastle here. Matty, how am I going to ask? And then I got a whole picture. I am so. I'm just appreciative of the daddies in this picture. You for multiple reasons, and you for multiple reasons. It's thank you, Drag Race Down Under. We enjoyed this picture. We do. That man is fine. Do you hear me? Okay, continue. This one was chaotic. This one was chaotic. This one was chaotic. But I felt like she did get some of the point across, but Reese was not feeling it. I need to find out. Can anybody from Newcastle, if y'all are watching this, why did Reese not like it? Reese was like, oh, I just felt like you only gave like one side of what Newcastle is, which was the party side of the whole bit. I was, yeah, you know what I mean? So I would like a little bit more context for that one. But I think for comedy wise, I thought, Molly was funny. It was a lot going on. It was a lot going on. A lot going on. But the daddies were daddy. Yes, they were. It was enjoyable. I knew Hannah Donda won when I saw all of this. Baby, I don't know if anybody else got this kind of treatment at the beginning. Child, this looks like money. Or a free picture you found online, just put Middle Perth in there, representing Perth. This was good. It was really fleshed out. It was kind of storytelling and really cutesy, but funny at the same time. Oh, hello. You just caught me shaving my toes. What is this accent I'm going through? I don't, Matt. You caught me shaving my. I gave the weirdest accent 2 minutes ago. My apologies. Who am I? It was fun. This was production. That part, Harriet, production. This felt like it was fleshed out, fully realized storytelling. She got a lot of points across. Let me actually pull up what I found about Perth. This Black Swan moment had me cracking. Like, it's funny when I pulled up the Wikipedia for Perth and I read it, I was like, oh. Perth is the capital and largest city of the Australian state of Western Australia. It is the fourth most populous city in Australia and Oceania, with a population of 2.1 million, 80% of the state living in Greater Perth in 2020. Perth is a part of the Southwest Land Division. The city has expanded outward from the original British settlements on the Swan River, upon which city the central business, right? Okay. So as I'm going through everything, I'm reading a bunch of stuff about it. Hannah Loki gave referential points to stuff in Perth that could be used in an actual ad on top of the comedy that went with it. It was funny. This was actually hilarious. This was my favorite part, though. She's sitting in the sun, baked, and then she ends up dying. She's like, that's all, folks. Da, 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 da. So we had a Lord of the Rings reference. We had a Looney Tune reference. Come on. Come on. It was really, really good. Really good. Now, RuPaul said, I want to see you and find out who you are in these ads, and I want you to put yourself in there. Ladies and gentlemen, Beverly Kills is a lesbian bounty hunter, lesbian adjacent bounty hunter. I was so confused. Like, Bev, what were we doing? So, okay. I get it for the Gold Coast, the full on. We met someone we're finding. Also, why was she looking for a sugar daddy? Oi, we're out in the jungle looking for sugar daddies. I was just jealous she got to sit that close to that van. I was, bitch, we would listen. I would have had to get piggyback ride. I was like, carry me. I would have been utilizing the fuck out of the pit crew, let me tell you. This was dumb. It was not the greatest. They talked about peeing on somebody from the jellyfish, staying, and the way he is standing is doing wonders. Yeah. I wanted to know a little bit more about Bev through this, but at the same time, I think Bev had a concept that she wanted to go for. I really hate this wig with an infinite passion. Um, and she just wanted to have that whip being brought out again. Maybe she thought that was her brand, the whip. It's actually funny that we're having conversations about brand because Drag Race Philippines is doing the same bit with Brigading. Woo! Have you seen this episode? Anywho, I can't wait for Untucked. Y'all can hear the thunder behind me, right? I need to hurry this up before the power goes out. But Bev, it just you had the idea, but I think there just needed to be more you in here. Cause like all of a sudden being a lesbian is funny. I mean, you should know that's not the case. Ask Minnie Driver. Shit, ask Ellen DeGeneres. She's not funny. Oop. All right. Thank you. I'll retweet. After judging commences, we get backstage. And here's where we have a little miscommunication as well. Now, again, I want to emphasize this show is edited like nobody's business, and many, many hours are put into this show. And sometimes they keep out entire arcs and storylines. Hell, they've actually they've actually taken someone out of an entire season and given you only 5% of them in every episode. Maybe 1 word, 2 words standing in line. Do you understand me? So if you don't think that this whole interaction was edited to look a certain way, you are playing yourself. And I want to start that off right there. Okay? Now, Beverly is talking about while she is in this low moment, it is her 3rd time in the bottom, and I would be feeling some kind of way. So I can understand where Bev's coming from. That she's trying her best, it's not working out. Da, 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 da. Mind you, they were asked the question who should go home and why. Everyone said Bev. Bev said Queen. Who was shocked. And she was giving a speech. Now, Hannah, in this moment of her trying to have this, I'm fine, wanted to address something on stage that I know about. You don't. And you may never know. And maybe it will be addressed later. Who knows? But again, long show, long edit, da 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 da. Okay? Hannah's starting to address it without y'all not even knowing what she was going to ask her, because in reality, she did get to ask her what she wanted to, which y'all caught her going, I just wanted to say this, da 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 da. Stop! Moment is what you got versus what was actually back there, which was Beverly. It's interesting because when you were on stage, you said, and then that was all said, and then it's the stop. Not Beverly was going, no, not Hannah was going in on me, and then she's just attacked. No, 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 no. Okay. Now, you can see in this photo, because I don't know why Queen's being dragged into y'all's anger all the time, of Queen telling Hannah, nah, like she's already done, we've already done this. There's already a lot going on. Maybe not right now. Hannah stops herself from having the conversation and then tries to apologize. You know how I am, and it's going on. Maybe that wasn't the moment to do all of that. And she got her at the lowest mark that she was trying to show face for. Okay. This is that same conversation they had about vulnerability, people. Hello. All right. So I can understand why y'all were mad at Hannah Donda there. The edit certainly gives you that favor. But in reality, Hannah didn't come at her like an asshole. Did she? No, she really didn't. I felt like it really didn't happen. How is it she's going to ask something like, what happened on stage? Stop it. And that's it. No, bitch, get out of here. Get real. Why would Bev stop her in that moment? Bev wanted to hear what you. Come on now. Don't do that. Don't play yourselves. Don't play yourselves. Hannah wasn't gross about it. Now, was that the moment she needed to do it? No, but there is also things that what you all don't understand is that plays in the background with this kind of stuff, and it's like that shit can get tiring, and people don't have to take it anymore. Jermaine, let's say she did. You know, let's say she did. Could have happened, possibly. Ding, 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 ding. Listen, I do these reviews with the best out of my ability not to be biased towards anybody, even though I watch just like y'all do as a fan. And then I bring my opinion online, which you want to listen to, and some people don't. Some people don't care for, right? But you have to see what is written on paper sometimes. It is done via an edit. We would this would be okay. So I just need that to be clear. Like Hannah didn't come at her on no slick shit. There was shit that was done that she wanted to address, and at that time, it just was a little too soon. So yes, chill out a little bit, but it didn't come out of nowhere. I want that to be very clear. And then also, I'm glad you brought this up because when on the main stage, RuPaul brought up the fact that there is yeah, she did. That kid, do you see how she looks out of drag? She ain't gonna have no worry in the world because RuPaul already sees. Remind yourself, this is a marketing genius. She already sees Beverly in the potential there because it's already being given to her. She just don't know her shit yet. Once she figure it out, she can conquer. It's not like she's gonna be turned away from places. She very much can ease into the rooms, very in and out. I'm just saying. So it's interesting how RuPaul addressed that Nerdigans, but then last season it was a whole nother. I also would like to encourage you to think that maybe RuPaul had other questions for her or other things were said that could have not made the edit. Because let's remind ourselves, they're not just going, Michelle, say one thing and done. Reese, do you have a word? Okay, we're finished. Bitch, they go individually through each one of them. Y'all better be smart. Y'all better pull in. I'm just saying, like, there's always more to the story. There's always that. And I'm learning this with my time spending with Drag Race as well as being near these queens, that great stories are told through the editing room. And because of the reaction from the audience, I think they're doing a fantastic job of pulling together those emotions from people. But if we weren't there, we weren't there. But think about that. They only show portions of what everybody says. Not every, for example, you learned on All Star 7 that they were giving negative critiques. We just didn't see that. They only included the positive critiques throughout the entire season, but they were given negative critiques. That's a great example, Matty. I know, but they won't hear me. They won't listen. So I want y'all to think about that. Okay? Say, go on, Harriet, bring it up again. What happened with Max? Oh, they played Max, but no shade. That's TV. And that's why I have a respect for it, because it is what you give it, but also what can be molded from it. You have the right to tell your own story once you have that contract. Just saying. So, like, when people were coming at me left and right, I block and I remove because I know that person didn't logically think of the situation and where my interaction and reaction might have came from. And they didn't understand it. And it's okay. It's all right. I can be wrong. I know how to be. The other girls have to try better. So Hannah felt bad in this moment. I can confirm that. And honestly, Queen did too, because it's like she's having a breakdown. And this poor baby's going through it. I mean, she's still young, but everybody's gonna have their journey. And Spanky, once again, with the right kind of words. But you know what? That's not no bullshit, though. From what I understand, Spanky's a real one. I am so thankful that Meet the Queens was not what it was. I want to tell you, the worst part of Spanky's journey on Drag Race Down Under this season so far is her Meet the Queens. That's it. I haven't had even for the first episode with that fuckery outfit. I like Spanx. It was like, oh, she's growing on me, y'all. And the entire way through, I would not mind if Spanky won this season. I'm going to tell you that now. I would live if Hannah Donda won it. I'd live if Queen won it too. Stop still. Stop still. But something about Spanky, man. Something about Spanky. It's she. Maybe Spanky knows it. Maybe Spanky's starting to come into that realization. But ooh, it's your energy, bitch. It's translating through TV, and I don't need an edit for that. I don't need an edit for it. It don't seem put on. It don't. Hannah Donda wins this week's episode, and I'm happy. Go Hannah Donda. Go Hannah. Go Hannah. Go Donda. Donda. Go. Dip it low, right back. Dip it left, right back. So there's Hannah Donda. What is that? 3 now? 3 for Hannah Donda, 3 for Spanx, 1 for Queen, 1 for Molly, Beverly. The bottom 2. Oh, look, who's shocked? Why is it RuPaul at the beginning? What is happening here in God's green earth? First Drag Race Philippines with, and then we have this one. Okay, cool. Out of all the songs, Ru, you got some bops. This is one of my back in logo days, lived for it. I don't listen to her now kind of music, but it is a classic of the RuPaul variety of proportions. You know what I'm saying? Did I zoom in? You better believe I did. So this is where you had me fucked up the first time. Queen did not turn to Beverly's direction. Beverly went to the back, turned around, face forward, can see the entire stage. So let's be very fucking clear. Bev knew of the spacing in that moment and still proceeded to run in front of Queen. That's the first fact of today, just so we're clear. Do you need me to run that diagram back for you, or am I going to continue? I'll do it for the slow girls, okay? Just real quick. Bev went to the back, turned around, saw the whole stage. Queen is walking, not facing her. I'm going to jump in front of her. Let's be very clear. Contact sport indeed. She was trying to fuck with her, period. Now, all of a sudden, Queen is having to go, what is happening here to Bev? Oh, I just now made you a part of my comedy routine. The fuck is going on? This felt like anything you can do, I can do better. I can do anything better than you. No, you can't. Yes, I can. No, you can't. Yes, I can. And it was, you can definitely tell who started singing the song. It just proceeded from there. You know I love you, Queen Kong. Girl, I didn't think you was going to make it out this. I didn't think you were going to make it out of this. I didn't think you were going to make it out of this. I didn't think you were going to make it out of this. Bitch, you was so low to the ground. I said, ooh, ooh, ooh. I assumed, I thought that lady was dead. Now, if you could take this picture and pull it out and put it on a green screen and have it almost like she is about to fall from a building, I'm telling you. That's one. That's one. Because Queen did that, here come Beverly. If I knew what a giraffe looked like inside out, this is what I would be giving. Girl, what in the fuck? She starts doing front walkovers, not even handsprings, front walkovers. I thought she was doing Fergie. I thought that was Fergie Fergs. I was like, you are lying to me. Not Good Morning America performance. Goddamn. There was so much happening. It was very much, oh, you do a stunt, I'm going to do one too. I'm going to do that too. I watched Queen perform and I watched somebody else try to keep up and do more on top of I'm going to outdo. God damn, it was getting on my nerves. I'd rather sit through Kamora Amore, basically act as a shadow for another drag queen during a lip sync performance again than go through this. Because it kept feeling like, why is she trying to just run up on her shit and it's getting on my nerves? Yes, you. At one point, I thought they were doing a prayer circle. This felt very Midsummer. Very that. You couldn't tell me someone was going to be sacrificed at 12 in the afternoon tomorrow. Like, it was that girl. Queen Kong defies all sorts of gravity with this midair roll that it is so nasty. Some people were like, that slop, y'all don't watch dance, y'all don't know shit. That is one of my favorite moves she does, because I also know where that move can stem from in different kinds of ways. That shit was right with money. Do you not see how in the air, how tight she is when she does that? Oh my God, it's so amazing. Literally that it's like a nasty 720. Boom. I'm like, oh my God. It's so nasty. It's so nasty. Oh God. Oh. I love when she does it. Oh, I'm always like, oh, get into it. It's because when she lands too, it's always some soft puss. Like, are you for real? Mm. I was here for it. But Beverly can't let Queen outdo her. So now she's gonna do, when you were a kid and you were trying to learn how to do a headstand and you would get on top and you'd have to roll over. I feel like it felt like I was watching some kids in a gymboree class, I'm like, not that mamas left them at Discovery Zone and said, cut the fuck up. Don't come back home, bitch. Left them babies at Celebration Station. Who is babysitting these two? I'm telling you right now. Baby, Queen gave me Cammy. You know the move where she does the tuck and roll in the air and can grab you and slam you? That tease. Or if she doesn't do the cut throw from the midair movement, she just lands in that slide. That girl. She's also Melina. If we really want to talk about Queen, is definitely Melina doing on them rolls, bitch. She about to come up from the air and bite her sister's face off. Hachu! I'm telling you. Ain't she though? Molly said, I'm going to make this breastplate work for me. I'm giving all kinds of doll in the background. Book me. Oh, goodness gracious. I bet your neck was hurting, Bev. This is why I like Reese. Reese the whole time. Reese the entire time was a cackle for me. I'm sorry. Bitch, he is so funny. Like, I had to start like watching him. Whoo, he is so shady. Like, because he has that smile that says, I'm entertained. No, it's not. No, he's not. He's like, this is a lot. RuPaul's faces were also a cackle too. She was going from like, what? Ru, your face was priceless. She was like, what in the hell is... Oh my God. Oh my God. That Beverly did this split that wasn't even really a split. She just landed and then just jumped back up with the girl. It was so funny to me because it was like, girl, what is going on? Woo-wee. Listen, I just know that Blake saw this episode. So when Blake comes for the panel on Sunday, I cannot wait for his point of view, because he was asking me, Matt, do you have some? I said, I sure do. Sent those receipts. Oh my goodness, just ridiculous. Just ridiculous. It was a lot. It was a lot. Queen Kong won the lip sync, duh. And Beverly Hills was sent home. Listen, I want to have this moment because a girl will not listen. They'll just attack. I know how people are. I've been doing this for years. Beverly is not a bad drag queen. Okay. In the words of Mama Turing, Just because you have a bad day, week, couple of weeks, several weeks, the majority of the season, does not mean you have a bad drag, okay? Bev is still getting this and this together. And that will soon be. If you think that just because that is the case, that is all excusable behavior, you want some fuck shit. I hope and pray for her journey, and I think she will be great. I have a feeling, okay? It's gonna happen. It's already the blueprint's there. She has ideas. Nothing's really just awful. It's just a couple of things could be finely tuned. Hell, and also reading the room and finding what can be microaggressible, like all that kind of shit. Just learning a little bit more about herself is going to be very helpful in the future for her. If my opinions on her are things that you don't agree with and you feel like I'm on that fuck shit, you can feel that way. You'd be wrong. You'd be wrong. But I need you to understand, this was a very interesting ride that I had with this lady. She was the opposite of Spanky Jackson for me. Spanky's, meet the queens. I was like, Bev, I was like, oh yeah, she's about to be the girl. The whole season has been a very interesting ride. Moments I liked, moments I loved, moments I hated, moments I loathed. But that happens for a lot of queens here. I live for queen too. Shit. Hannah Donna as well. They're in like everything that came out with. But come on. So now that the competition has lost Beverly Kills, I guess Molly, excuse me, 4 queens remains. I wonder who will be eliminated next. I don't want to shade you, Pops, but I don't see it. And I ain't trying to be rude. I don't see it. I don't see it. Not Patton. Nope. Not Oswald. Yeah. I don't see it. It's been low and safe for the last couple of weeks too. Oh no. I don't see it. No. 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 All right, y'all. That's a wrap. That's a wrap for me on that. The end of the review. I thank you so much for being here and for tuning in today. I need to go ahead and post the schedule. I need to go ahead and get this these reactions done, all that kind of stuff today. And I see that my battery's running low and I want to make sure that this live does not cut out again. Please make sure you hit that like button if you like this video. Hit the dislike if you're a butt. And not a cute butt either, but an ugly butt. All those who hit the dislike button are ugly, horrible, filthy, ridden people. Just nasty. But you can hit it though if you want to. But I prefer you hit the like button, please. And get in the comment section as well. And let me know what you thought of this week's episode. Not me, baby. This week's episode. Instructions. And thanks for tuning in. But if you do let me know about me, only nice things necessary. Thank you. Yeah, hit the like button. Don't forget to share. Don't forget to subscribe. Tomorrow. Oh, because I had the higher win record than you. Okay, let me not do you like that, Cubes. We'll talk. Tomorrow will be the UK season 4. Meet the Queens, first impressions. Then Friday will be Drag Race Philippines, both the episode and Untucked review. And then Saturday will be Canada's Drag Race, the finale Sunday panel. Cool beans. All right. Make sure to hit that like button before you walk out this door. Drop a tip in my jar if you feel like it. And thanks again for tuning in. All my love and all my kisses, all my best hugs and wishes to you. It's your boy, Matty Rants. I did that in the wrong order. Take care. I'll see you next time. Bye, y'all.
Listen. Yeah.